Hey everybody, today's video is all about my daughter's bedroom. We have surfaces that definitely need to get cleared off. We have all these tiny toys that we need to make decisions about. We have clothes to go through. So there are tons of things in this video that I hope will help you, encourage you to go through a few items in your home, especially in your kids' bedrooms, I bet, and do a declutter, do a purge, organize some things, and just make that space a little bit more comfortable. My daughter and I have had the discussion that we are using this Lego table setup as one container, and she also has one drawer full of loose Legos that we are using for some Lego storage. So we're trying to stick to this amount of space dedicated to Legos. But she did just get 3 awesome Lego sets for her birthday. So we are talking about which Lego creation here is not quite as important anymore, could be put back into the Lego drawer, and making space for her new, more exciting Lego builds. We'll see what she comes up with. We found one extra Lego creation that's been on display on the dresser, but we are going to move that to the Lego table. Hey guys, I'm here again, and I'm here with my little kid, Addison. Come on out, Addison. Hi, sweetie. You wanted to be in my video today, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? What do you want to do in the video? Help me do what?
Declutter.
Declutter. You don't mind decluttering, do you? You like to give away things sometimes?
Yeah.
To your cousins or friends? Yeah, you do. This is Big Sissy's room though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does she like to get rid of stuff?
Yeah.
Sometimes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. We did a little decluttering yesterday, didn't we? Really just kind of...
get rid of her ninja stuff.
She did get rid of some ninja stuff yesterday. That was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She said, I don't need these things. I don't really use them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why keep the things we don't need, right?
Mhm.
Might as well make room for the things that we really, really love.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Good. Love you. We are getting closer to the end of the year, and that means with my channel, I am getting close to being done decluttering my house, at least the first time around. We have went through every room, I would say, and this room is the one that still needs the most work, I think. I don't necessarily know that it will be completely decluttered and simplified because this is my daughter's room. She's very sentimental. She really likes her things. And that is totally fine. That is great. I don't want to pressure her. I do think it's also important to just teach the value of decluttering sometimes, the value of going through your items and organizing so that you can find things easily, that sort of thing. So what we are going to do today are a few different areas in my daughter's room, with her sometimes, without her sometimes, and we are going to try to figure out what things worked when I was discussing and helping her declutter, and maybe what things did not work so well. So hopefully that will help you when it comes to helping your child declutter. We started with Legos. I knew she did not want to get rid of any Legos. I did not want her to get rid of any Legos. This is what happened. She had a birthday. She got some new Legos. So there were Legos in the dining room, on her dresser, on the Lego table, in the Lego drawer, maybe some other places. And I knew it was time to put them back into their container, which the container that we have decided upon is the Lego table. Both my daughters love to go to the Lego table multiple times a day and play Legos. I want to keep those out for them to do that. And then we also have kind of a backup storage, an organized drawer, so that they can find exactly what color pieces that they're looking for their next creation. Maybe starting with something so important to her was not the right place. I'm not sure, but we had a need. We had a bunch of extra Legos. So we decided, maybe I decided to remind her that the container has been decided. It is the table and the drawer. She kind of broke down. She did not like that, and we've talked about this before. She never had a problem with it in the past. So I said, what are you hearing me say, honey, when I say that? She said, I'm hearing you say that I have to break apart all of my new creations that I just got for my birthday and put them in a drawer. And I said, no, honey, that's not at all what I'm saying. I don't want you to take apart the things that you value the most right now. No, 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 that's not what I'm saying. Okay, let's talk about this again. So my tip to you would be very, very, very clear when you're talking to your children. If we think something makes sense when we say it in one sentence, they may not hear it that way. So what we had to say was, I want you to find room for these on display on your table if you want them to be there. For the things that maybe are already existing on your table, your Lego table, that you're not using quite so often, maybe we can take those, just a few of them, off the table, put them back in your drawer. Maybe you don't even have to break them completely apart. So you can pull them out again and use them a different time if they're not giant. And the more we talked it through, the more she realized, oh yeah, I could move a few things around. I could take a few things to the Lego drawer and that would be okay. I could move my Lego Ninjago spaceship kind of a thing, I don't know what it's really called, off of my dresser. It's still being displayed if I put it on the toy table, things like that. And we just had to really slowly talk through, let's just try it. Let's just see if we can make room. Let's just see if that item fits in the Lego drawer. Those kind of things. Really slow suggestions, really clear conversations. My daughter was able to fit all of her special Legos onto this Lego table, and she is so happy that especially all of her new Legos are on display. I feel like the next step going through my daughter's room and trying to declutter is to declutter the dresser and the nightstand. I have been trying to get this accomplished for a week or so now, thinking, oh, we'll do it tomorrow night. And now that my daughter is in volleyball, it really is hard to get that in before she needs to go to bed. With homework, volleyball, supper, all that, it's hard to find the time to do that. So here I am while she's at school, and I'm going to be doing some of these things by myself, which is totally fine. I think I'm going to start inside the drawers because the clothes, socks, pajamas, those are all kind of my domain to go through and declutter anyway, so that will be easy to do without her. She has done a little bit of reorganizing in her nightstand, so I think that will be easy to do without her too. But I would really like her help with tackling things like this. All of these little individual things are a decision, which I could make for her, but I would like her to be learning how to make that herself. And I would like her to be able to know exactly where these items go so they don't keep getting put on top of the dresser. So let's begin in the drawers. This drawer now has pajamas in it. I am pretty sure that all of these pajamas still fit. Let me just look at the sizing here. Yep. I do like to have the pajamas folded and facing up so that you can see exactly what all is in here. Sometimes it just means I need to rearrange every once in a while, but if there's plenty of room in the drawer, meaning we don't have it stuffed too full, my daughter can easily put things away this way also. Yep, all of those fit, and it looks like she's found a little extra space where she can add some of her special treasures. So we'll have to take a look at this in a minute. For now, all of her pajamas are organized. This drawer has socks, apparently Paw Patrol toys, slippers. Very unorganized right now. I'm going to take out all of the socks that are mismatched and try to match them. I have all of these socks that don't have matches. So these ones look like they match, but they're actually two different sizes. And all of these socks can go back into my daughter's drawer. These ones I have found are pretty small, so I'm going to move these into a spot for my younger daughter to take advantage of these in the future. Okay, we're doing pretty good in this drawer. In the back we have some sports socks and then some slipper socks, some slippers right here, and all of these are matched socks that are my daughter's size, so they will be able to stay in this drawer. The second drawer my daughter has in her dresser is her Lego drawer. Maybe can just do a quick pass through here. I know that we don't need streamers in here. And this is actually jewelry making. I think everything else looks pretty good. The third drawer is pants. And we also have some underwear in the back. I don't usually have those covered, but we'll do that just for this video. And I'm going to go through these and just check out the sizes and make sure that these will all work for the fall and winter. The pants drawer has now been decluttered. There were several pairs of pants that we could remove because they either had holes or were too small, or actually one of my pair of pants was actually in this drawer. So now she has much more room to breathe in this drawer, and it will be easy for her to put her items away. The next drawer down is the shorts drawer, and we also keep some shoes in this drawer. I'll go through these and make sure that they all fit. I have finished organizing the shorts and shoe drawer. It is pretty warm still in Minnesota, so she only has 5 pairs of shorts in here. I'm sure there's a few in the wash, but since she just wore those, I'm sure they fit. And these are the shoes that actually do fit her currently, that we just don't have room for down by the doorway, the entryway, and so we keep them up here for special occasions. We have another drawer, and I believe these are mostly shoes that will fit her in the future, but we just are keeping them in here so that when she grows out of a size of shoes, we can look in here and know that these are the next shoes that we have available for her. It also kind of gives me an idea of what sizes I need to be looking for when I go garage selling. So if I don't see a pair of tennis shoes in a certain size that I know she will be in the next couple years, I can look for a good pair of shoes in that size. Here we go. We just have 5 pairs of shoes that she can grow into. So not too much excess, I don't think. It'll just be nice to have some dress shoes, some tennis shoes, some casual shoes that are above the size she's in right now. These are the items that I found in my older daughter's dresser that are actually too small for her, so we're going to put those downstairs awaiting my younger daughter to fit into them. This is a pile of items that we no longer need to keep. Either they were very worn or mismatched or have holes in them, so they will be leaving our house. I am now by my daughter's nightstand, and this is something that we have organized multiple times, but I will tell you one thing that has worked. Recently, it's probably been about a month ago, we talked about having one of these drawers set aside for Pokemon items. This would be the only place she would really keep her Pokemon items, and wow, she organized it. These are all the Pokemon items she wants to keep, and it's still completely organized. So I can tell that when it comes to something that's very important to my daughter, she wants to keep it organized. She wants to have a place where she can find it and know exactly where to look for it, and it will be there, and it won't be a giant mess. So we need to come up with kind of some strategies that will work for the other items in her room, and we'll see if we can get some ideas here. The top drawer, we know that we have some extra bags. It's really worked well in the past to have one of these drawers be the drawer for bags, and I would really like that to happen in this declutter too, although it never stays like that. So maybe that is just really not the right idea. Maybe we just need to have a place in the closet for bags. She is right now keeping kind of just some miscellaneous things in here, like fidgets and diaries and gadgets, things that she likes. So maybe she needs to have kind of like a little junk drawer like that, where it's not junk, but like those little treasures that she needs. So let me think about that. Maybe that will be the way that we can keep this drawer also looking neat and organized. Like I said before, there's just a lot of little gadgets in here, things that she likes. I just pulled this wrapper out. We shouldn't be having candy in the bedroom, so I guess it's a good thing to look through your kids' stuff every once in a while. I have a little treat here too that probably should stay in the kitchen. And we'll just go through this and make sure that these items should be in here. She probably does need a special place for her fidgets because she has multiple of those, but I only see one here right now. So kind of keep those together so she knows where to look when it is time to find something. That'd be great. Yeah, she does keep a diary in here, which makes sense, I guess, to keep that kind of in a drawer, but also near her bed. So we'll look through this. Probably need to do that with her and determine what needs to stay and what can go. Again, last night we really didn't have time to work on any decluttering together, me and my daughter. So today I am going to just go through some of the things that are on the surface of her nightstand and her dresser and try to pare it down, mostly trying to group like things with like things so she can see how many of those things she has and hopefully be willing to part with some of them. And also just putting some things away that I know don't belong out on these surfaces, but that I know where they go and I can put them away to just make the job a little bit easier when we do have a few moments together to work on this process. We just went downstairs and we found some bins that I think might work really well for this drawer. We're going to use one of these long ones for the fidget spinners and fidgets. You want to put the fidgets in here, Addison? Stick them in. We know we'll find more than just two, right? So that'll be a good spot to hold all of the fidgets. We also found this other bin that will hold my daughter's Treasure X toys. She's just recently gotten into this, so I know these are no to declutter. These are one of her favorites. There are a few easy items here that I know I can put away. It's a little decoder that my daughter has for her spy kit. And little car. We have a car set downstairs. I can put that with. Tape doesn't really need to be stored in my daughter's room. We'll put that away. Hair binder, scrunchie really. We'll put that with the hair binders. So some of these things I'll just be grabbing and going to put in the appropriate places. My daughter just got this gel pen set for her birthday. So I'm thinking that we can find a good spot for that. And that probably means that we don't need to keep this pen marker holder in here by her bed because I really only think that she uses writing utensils for her diary. So gel pens would be fun for that. As I go through all of the things that are in this drawer and on top of this nightstand, I just feel kind of not like a minimalist. I know I'm not quite there even myself, but I just wanted to say that I think that it is okay if one person in the household is a minimalist and the others just benefit a little bit from that but are not completely minimalist themselves. And I think that that is the case with my daughter. She really takes to heart the items that she has in her room. So instead of forcing minimalism on her, I really want to teach her how to keep the things that she really values, organize them well so that she knows how to find them, and get rid of the things that are just kind of getting in the way of that and not the things that she really truly loves. Just let those go. We don't need those in our lives, right? So that is a really good lesson I think that she can probably glean from my minimalism journey. But again, I don't want to force minimalism on her. That may not be right for her. Maybe in the future she will choose that for herself. But I think that step one is just to know how to declutter those things that are getting in your way, how to keep and organize the things that you truly love. So that is where we are at in this journey with my children. Okay, we ended up with a drawer that has all of the little gadgets that my daughter likes. In this box, she keeps her diary, some fidgets. We'll probably find a few more of those, I'm thinking, on the dresser. This is her little phone case. A few light up items here that she likes to use at nighttime. And her favorite Treasure X toys. Have a nice spot, easy to drop in there so that the pieces won't get lost. I am super happy that my daughter loves to read, so we keep this book basket next to her bed, It is getting kind of overfilled, and I can see some things in there that are not books. So we're going to try to go through that right now and just keep those, mostly those things from the library and a couple other sentimental items in here that she wants to have within reach. Okay, here's my process for going through all of the books that were in that basket. This is a new book for my daughter's birthday. It's not a library book though, so we will stick it on the bookshelf downstairs. Same one, same for this one. Stick it on the bookshelf downstairs. Library book. Library book. Now she's got a bunch of little notebooks here. I think I'll talk to her about these. We can keep a couple notebooks in this basket, but like I know that she at one time was writing a ninja story, which is in one of these books, which could go well to be in her ninja bin. Things like that. We might have a different location for a few of these. This one is practically empty. It's got a couple pictures in it, so I think we'll just stick that downstairs with our notebooks. This one we've been using for practicing spelling. This one we used over the summer for practicing some writing, but now we don't need that, so we can put that downstairs. She likes to keep notes from her classmates, so we have a folder for that. I would like to keep it under her bed with her sentimental things, but she's not quite ready to just tuck it away yet, so it's okay if it's in the basket. It doesn't take up a ton of room for that. Let's see, let's put the ones that we're actually putting back in the basket right up here. This one I question. She's just got some postcards and some photos that she's kept along the way. So, I know it could go with our photo album stuff, but she's actually kind of in process of still filling it. So it's kind of nice to keep it in this basket. This was from our vacation Bible school. If she needs to keep it, it could go on the bookshelf, but I'll ask her about that. Looks kind of like a writing project. I'll ask her about that. I don't think we need that. Library book. This one can go downstairs on the bookshelf. 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 Library book. Another diary. Library books. Bible. I'd like to have her keep one Bible by her bed if she wants it. This is a jewelry set that she just got for her birthday, so we'll keep that up with the crafts. Another little notepad. I think we can keep that by just kind of scrap paper. Bookmark. I do have a spot in the top drawer for bookmarks, so I'll stick that in there. This can go downstairs by the other books. Library book. Wait. Yep. Library book. Library book. Another journal. Okay, we're not buying any more journals for a while. Here's the ninja story. I'll ask her if I think the ninja spot would be a good spot to keep that in. And this paper I'll ask her about. Probably don't need that, but we'll see. Pencil. Put that with the rest of the pencils in the house. So what I'm kind of doing is putting the things that she will need right away, the things she really looks at every night, like her library books. Those are the newer books to her and the ones that she really wants to read quickly. And if she ever gets done with those and wants something else, she goes down and takes books off of the bookshelf. So, and then any of those other things like pencils, we just group those with the other pencils in the house. That ninja book can be grouped with the ninja items. So trying to do like items with like items so that we know exactly where to find everything we're looking for. Too big. as I have been putting away the few random items that I found on top of this nightstand and inside it that I knew had other homes in my daughter's bedroom, I was thinking about how I was so happy that I didn't stop until I only had the lamp and the book basket on this nightstand. That is what I visualized. And when I saw these extra pens, I thought, oh, what are we going to do with these? I think they're so cool. I'm glad my daughter got them. But they have this nice little stand, which means they should kind of be out. Excuse me. What are we going to do with these? But I was able to declutter the basket down enough that they actually fit within the book basket, and that feels really good to me. We also don't need a coaster out all the time and a water bottle out all the time, so put those away, and the nightstand just looks so much more decluttered and spacious, and that just brings me some peace of mind and comfort. And I hope that my daughter feels that too as she lays down her head at night and just doesn't have to think about all of the things around her that can be distractions, but just some calm and peace. I guess to go along with that, I wanted to also mention that I think that I am a very visual person, so I don't know if that is going to work for everybody, but if you can visualize what would feel good about this space and then just keep decluttering until it looks like that, I think that that is really helpful. Like, I couldn't really picture where we would put these certain things, but I knew in my head that I would feel good about it if it just had the basket and the lamp. And so I just kept finding places for things, or deciding that maybe this is something I really do need to ask my daughter about, and we'll find a home for it if we need to, but for now it's off the nightstand. Just keep going until you get to that place that you visualize. So I set up a table in my daughter's bedroom. These are the items that I want her to go through that I came up with from the nightstand, which is not too many. I ended up being able to find places for all of the other things that I really did think that she wanted to keep. So they're either in the nightstand currently, or they are elsewhere around the house that was actually their original home. So this table will be all of those items that when my daughter gets home, we can go through these quickly because I've set them aside and I know that it's something I need to ask her a question about. Now, when we look over here at this dresser, I think we will be finding a few more items that I really do need to ask her about. I have some more bins that I want to use on this shelf, just kind of like I have done up above. I know that just seems like way too much storage kind of in my head in this minimalism journey. I thought that it would be nice to have like the globe or a few knickknacks out that she really enjoys, but the shelves really just get shoved full with clutter, and my eyes and brain don't like that. So I am going to go back to having 3 more bins on this shelf. One of the reasons I wanted to get rid of some of those bins was because they weren't looking too nice. So I do have 3 more new bins that I will be using, so that will be pleasing too. And I have talked to my daughter about this, and she does really like it when most of her items are put away out of sight. She said that she likes to have out the few items that are very special to her. So we'll try to do that too. Thankfully, I can start out with a few easy things that I know my daughter plays with and that she really loves, and they just need to be put away. So I have some Ninja spy gear. This goes with a Paw Patrol toy that they have. Let's see. My daughter loves erasers. She's in this room. Did you hear me, Addie? Give that to her. Hair binder. Some of these things just need to be put away. I found a bunch of items that are for jewelry making, so I'll put those up high in her jewelry making kit that we have yet to go through. So we may or may not be keeping all of these, but we'll just put it like items with like items, and we'll go through that when it is time. My daughter really likes to create things out of paper, so I am finding a lot of money, I guess, other things that she's made out of paper. And typically these are the items that she over time is okay with letting go of. So I am going to put all of these in a pile over on this table. and we'll go through that together and see if she is ready to let go of any of those items. I have pretty much filled up this table with items I want to talk to my daughter about when she gets home from school today. This whole section right here is papers and artwork and little notes that she's written to herself. There's some school projects. There's some, what would you call these? Water bottle. You know, there's beads and glitter and all that kind of stuff in them. She likes to make those. We have some kits and just random things that we need to go through and discover where these need to go, or maybe she will let some of these items leave the house. I will admit it feels really good to have this whole table cleared and put away. Again, this is the look that I was picturing in my mind that I really wanted for the top of the dresser. It makes sense to have a jewelry box up here, the alarm clock, a piggy bank, but we didn't need all of the other clutter. All of the other clutter now has a home. So, moving up, we have our new bins put in place. Everything that my daughter wanted to keep from that table now has a home in these bins. And because she helped me put it in there, she knows where to find it. So that is a huge bonus. And we also, remember, went through all of these dresser drawers. So I'm very excited that all of that is organized. When my daughter went to get socks the very next day, she said, "Wow, thanks, Mom, for organizing my sock drawer." So that was nice to hear. I will show you the before and after shots now because I love to see all of the progress that has been made. It makes me want to keep doing this process. I would love to know, and I'm sure all of my other viewers would love to know, if you have any tips or tricks that you use in your household to help your children keep their rooms a little bit tidier. Do you help them declutter? Do they have any reward system for keeping their room tidy? I would just love to hear any of your ideas. Please comment below. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe so that you can see my whole playlist of my whole house declutter series. In 2021, I have been going through every single tiny little crevice in our house and trying to declutter it. So I had 52 spaces written down, 52 weeks or in a year, and I have been putting out a video every single week to show you my progress. That means we are getting down to the end. I'm very excited that every single space that I could think of will soon be decluttered. So please subscribe if you would like to see that progress and maybe be encouraged on your own journey of decluttering.